Just got finished watching the World Cup and the USA lose after coming so far and working so hard to get where they were. They lost. So today I want to talk about setbacks. You know, there are times where, using that same analogy, there are times where you train and train and train in your life, and still what you're trying to achieve doesn't come to fruition. Or maybe you've worked really hard at something, and suddenly it's taken away from you. You know, I'm reminded of the story that T. Harv Eker's told about this runner in the Olympics, a woman runner. And she was doing the hurdles. She trained for 4 years. And on the first hurdle, she tripped up. And she was just sitting there during the race was going on without her. She's sitting there confused, not sure what had happened. And he said that he caught the interview the next day and he wished he had taped it, because she said, I don't know why this happened. You know, I trained so hard, and who knows where my life would have gone if I had succeeded. But all I know now is that I am going to get in there and train harder so that I can take myself towards my goal, further towards my goal. Now, whether or not she went on to the Olympics, the next Olympics, I don't know. But I'm sure that her life, she took much more control of her life then. You know, and whatever she was supposed to be working on, she was working on. And the same thing happens with us. Sometimes we're working towards something and we get waylaid with a setback. You know, like the USA soccer team, they're going to have to wait another 4 years. 4 years of training before they have another shot at this. So what's going on in your life right now? You know, are you having a relationship problem? Are you having financial problems? What is it that the universe is saying, you need to work on this part right now? Whatever it is, we could all use that kind of training. And more importantly, we have a lot to learn, not just from having to retrain. We have a lot to learn from the setback. We have a lot to learn with how we deal with losing. You know, is that the end of the road for you? Do you lose all of your energy right then? Do you give up on everything? Or do you find a way in the midst of your crash and stumble on the ground, in the midst of that, can you find your way to stand up again quickly? Doesn't matter how many times you fall down, how many times do you get back up again? Doesn't matter how many businesses fail, how many more do you try to bring about? Doesn't matter how hard things are in your relationship, how much are you going to continue to work on it? Or if you have a failed relationship, how much are you going to work on you? Because you are 100% responsible for what happens in your life. How much are you going to work on you so that you can be the kind of person that attracts a successful relationship, a successful financial life, a successful business? What are you doing? Part of this lesson comes in the midst of our failures. Part of this lesson comes only because of our failures. So embrace that. Because you failed does not make you a failure. Because you do not try might. So train for 4 more years. Train for 4 more weeks. Train for 5 more days. Whatever that training may be, whatever aspect of your life you're working on. But keep at it. Stand up again and keep going forward. Welcome to my mordant world.